Morning, Hope. I guess that's the only other option. Good morning, Geneva. How are you? Trying something a little different here. Streaming, kind of, not really for the first time, but really testing for the first time. Testing for the first time the straight from the YouTube app to YouTube Live. Oh man, just as I turn the camera too. Sitting in a park here, just I think it's just to the south of, just to the north of Reagan Airport. Just dropped Captain Sparrow off at the airport to head home. And there are a lot of people out. There's a lot of people out and about in this park. They're playing football or something. There's a boat ramp here. So I figured, you know, let's do a little scenic drive around DC on my way out. It is very people-y. The parking lot is packed. They're parking on the grass behind me here, and there seems to be a lot going on in DC today. So I figured, well, you know, I'm down here. Don't come down all that often. That we do a little drive around. The thing that I don't like is that there's 3 cameras on the iPhone. The YouTube app will not allow me to use, well, there's technically 4, right? Because the forward-facing, which I'm using right now, and then the 3 back-facing, it will not allow me to use anything but the 1 camera. So I really already not liking the YouTube app for live streaming. Normally I would do Prism, but for now, we're doing this. We'll try it out for a little bit here. If it really is awful, then we'll see. I'm pushing buttons, figuring out what the see, it also brings the chat up, and I can turn it off. But yeah, let's go for a ride, see what's going on in DC, shall we? Nice Saturday morning. It's warm. It's 74 right now. When I left the house, it was 63. I guess never mind that stop sign. Okay.
At the stop sign, take a slight right turn to merge onto George Washington Memorial Parkway.
I thought I ended that. There we go. No more interruptions like that. I don't know if they're playing rugby or they might be playing rugby. Might be. A lot of vendors selling stuff. Nice little pickup truck. Look at that great patina. That's cool. But a lot of traffic on a Saturday morning. I already saw the presidential helicopter as we flew in this morning. It was flying. Looked like it went and landed. Looked like it went and landed at the White House. But I imagine the weekdays are usually quite busy around here. Well, the weekends are quite busy. Tourists coming in and You can see the ramp here is all backed up with traffic. Oh. We had such a laugh this morning, Sparrow and I, because as you get closer to DC, the drivers become way more aggressive, and you get those cars that weave in and out of traffic when you've got like one car length between you, and they're gonna get in and get out and trying to go 20 miles an hour faster than traffic, and it's annoying and fun simultaneously. Million woman rally today. Yeah, I did heard something about it. Maybe that's what all this traffic is. But we're going to drive around DC and see what it looks like. I don't know how long I'll spend here. It wasn't on my agenda, but I just figured it kind of turned into a nice day. I'm down here just in case Sparrow doesn't get off the ground for some reason. I'll be in the area for a little bit. His flight leaves in an hour or so, a couple hours, whatever it is. So I love all the random scooters just strewn all over the place. There's one there, a bird. A lot of people out on the river, kayaking, boating. It's a really nice day. It's 74. You couldn't ask for a better day. Hey, look, there's the Washington Monument, Jefferson Memorial. This is not 395, but I'm trying to figure out what I have to be on here to get where I want to go. I think I got to get left. Oh, there's broken down. There's a surprise, a broken down Range Rover, pardon me. That's unfortunate. Looks like he just bought that too. Fourteenth Street National Mall. That sounds pretty good. Just so you know, I'm not really seeing the chat. If I'm sitting still in traffic, I might be able to see it, but as I'm driving, that's a no-no. So I'm just talking to you, but see, this guy, like, he knows that this lane's getting out and he's cutting over two lanes to I'm like the Karen of traffic. And not to say I don't do the same thing, but I just make a different judgment call. Fuck, I missed it. You know, it's like you just got to keep going and fix it rather than trying to kill people on your way, you know, to that bad decision. But let's see right here. It takes me a minute to get my bearings. There's a marina down there. That's pretty cool. That's the Smithsonian on the left. I think that's the red building. William Richards, thank you very much for that super chat. I saw that pop up. How do I make that stay up there? Oh, here. I like that you can reply to super chats now. That's pretty neat. A lot of porta potties out on the street. Let's see here. So this should be the National Mall up ahead. U.S. Forest Service. Oh, they got that closed off, so there was no turning there. I got quite an event happening to the right here. Big screen set up. Not a huge crowd of people. But I'd say it feels like a touristy day. Man, that's a big setup. You can't really see it, but there are several large monitors, displays. It looks like there's 4 that I count over there for that event. Just a little sightseeing trip here. Turn here. Food truck lane. This is Constitution. Feels like I was just here a couple weeks ago for that rally that I can't even remember the name of anymore. They had this closed off for the parade. School groups out walking around. Gra. What's going on? You know what you don't see, I just realized in DC, is election signs. Like, we'd go through these towns in North Carolina, and you'd have roundabouts just full of election trash filling the street. Like, one wasn't enough, they had to do 20 signs. And then everybody's got their 20 signs. But you don't see that in DC. And I would imagine it's for the reasons you would expect, because they don't allow such things. But all the food trucks appear to be the same here. People in DC vote for president? Why not, Troy? I'm curious as to why not. It's just like any other, it's a district, but they still have voting rights. People in Puerto Rico can vote for president. See, this woman here, she felt like this was the place for her to park. That's why people don't like Uber drivers. Uber drivers and Amazon van drivers. Had Constitution closed off, and Probably shouldn't have, which brought me into this tunnel here, which is going to put me out onto Main Street. So we'll have to get back around, but they had everybody jammed up, and so we're just seeing another different part of DC here. Main Avenue, like the state, not like Main Street. I don't think I've been through that tunnel before. I gotta watch where I'm going here. Can I turn right? Yeah, I can. Turning vehicles. Yeah, I think I can here. I think I can, yeah. That's kind of cool. Something rolling around in the back. So the river is just to my left. Just to give you a sense of where I came back to. Road closed to 3 traffic. Of course it is. Of course it is. Let's see where I'm going to be able to go here. Ah, look at this building. It's kind of cool. Is that the Spy Museum? I don't know. That is. Yeah. So the building, the red, that's the Spy Museum. International Spy Museum. It's one I've not been to. It's on my list. I think that would be a lot of fun. So the road's closed there. If I turn right, that just takes me for a loop. So I have to, I think I can go up here and make a left and go. It shows there was a road here, but I guess not. Oh, it's underneath. The road is underneath this road. I see. Sure. That is a really cool museum. Very modern. Oh, shit. Parking garage. Can I get down there? No, I can't. I got it. It was a battery. Ooh, look at the traffic down there. It's a pretty fountain. It says Benjamin Banneker Park. I think it was Banneker. It's kind of hard to read. You can see the river's off to the right there. Market Pier. So right back to where I kind of came from. So that's a Independence Avenue tour. I'll try that. Let's go left here. This should be more fun. It's funny, your chat stays up for half a second and then it goes away. So like right now, my screen's clear. Pam, you got a donut? Can we go eat crab and crab cakes today? You know, that's for rich people there, Nan. I don't know if you've bought crab lately, but riding in circles. Well, we're not riding in circles. We're sightseeing. Sometimes you go in circles because, you know, this is DC, and the one thing I've learned about DC is they shut down roads and they don't really care if you can get where you need to go or, you know. So we're just not taking it personally and finding whatever, because, you know, sometimes a closed road opens opportunities and see things we haven't seen. But it's funny because I don't really Live K. I'm guessing Live K is a karaoke spot. I'll have to remember that for the next time Captain Sparrow's here. Yeah, he's Korean and loves K-pop karaoke. Oh, look at that building. That's really cool. That's beautiful. I don't know what that is. That's the arena stage. Get your season tickets now. Man, look at that. That is a really cool building. Never seen that before. Holiday shows. Theatrical. Kind of reminds me of Kennedy Center a little bit. You gotta watch for people coming across the street against the light. I think that there's a name for that. I think it's called, what, jaywalking? But little farmer's market going on there. So this is M Street. Sort of getting into the neighborhoods, apartment complexes. Who is Jay? Right. That just, yeah. What does, like, where did that term come from? Maybe somebody do a little research for us. Because I'm most curious about, you know, the origination of these sayings, but jaywalking is a good one. Oh, how you guys doing? Troy is still considered a district. I asked because of the DC thing from the UK. Oh, international audience. Trying to figure out sort of where I'm at. I'm using my map in the truck. We're gonna head to the left here, I think. This is 3rd Street, or 3 Street. Take 3, oh. So straight ahead of us would be the Washington Navy Yard. She's jaywalking. So I think we're going to come back up on, so if we've crossed First, which I think we have, we're southeast, southwest. Because First is the point, and then what is it? Independence is the north, south, west. So the center line would then be to my right. Yes, because the Capitol is just to the right. So I'd have to go 3 blocks, which I'm going to turn right here, I guess, because there's no outlet in front of me. 3 blocks to the right to get to First Street, where you switch from east to west. And then once you cross Independence, I think it is, or becomes north-south. So we're south of Independence. Don't quote me on that. I forget what that main middle road is, but this is Delaware. But I had talked to one of my neighbors. He works for DC Metro, not DC Metro, I'm sorry, transit system, whatever that's called. And I just kind of asked him, I go, so what's the secret of understanding DC streets and whatnot? And he gave me the breakdown of the 4 quadrants in the, so this is South Capitol Street. And once I kind of understood that, I was like, okay, you know, that back when it was important, more important to remember. And it's been a while. But now I can go. Oh, I see. I could have actually gone there. Very strange. Remember, they don't have a lot of street markings, and they don't put lights overhead for either security reasons or just to keep clearances sides of the road for your traffic lights. So that's the Capitol straight ahead. What's this building over here to the right? I think that's like power or something. The Postal Museum, and see the is the dog in the window of the Postal Museum still? I guess I didn't realize that was DC that you were talking about when you said that the other night in chat. But it makes sense that the Postal Museum is around here. Huh. So left or straight? I guess we're going left. Again, people walking against the light. You gotta really watch out for these fools. How dare anybody obey a traffic signal? And then wonder why they get run over. So, detour and delay road closure. All the roads to the Capitol are closed. That road there would have taken us along the front of the Capitol by the reflecting pool. That road's closed. Let's see. No right turn ahead. Architect of the Capitol is what this truck next to me said. So that maybe they keep the Capitol in working order. Off to the left here is the Hubert Humphrey building. So I'm guessing that's the FBI building? No. What is the Hubert Humphrey building? U.S. Department of Health and Human Services is what is in there. In the Hubert Humphrey building. This is the United States Botanical Garden. That is a fun fact, and I hope that to be true. I don't know. There's one presidential candidate that wants to clean up DC. And I'll tell you, it could really use a good power washing. Oh, look, let's see here. Detour. We'll follow the detour sign. So that's the Native American Museum. Really cool inside. I've used the bathroom in there quite a few times. Plan ahead, kids. That's all I can say. Just plan ahead. You can find some really great bathrooms. Have any of you eaten off of a food truck in DC? Because I've tried a couple, and I'm always disappointed. I'll be honest, they're awful. Absolutely awful, the ones I've eaten off of. The pictures look good. Nothing like the food that you get. It is like, I've had hospital food that's better than what you get off of these food trucks here. And I think they're all owned by the same person. Troy, I've had some really good food trucks. I've also had, like LA food trucks are different than DC food trucks. LA food trucks, to me, seem to be up and coming chefs. A number of them, like the Koji truck. Oh, come on. You drive a Mini Cooper, you must know how to park that thing in a tight spot. She's going to attempt a second try at it. Outside Fine Arts Museum and the Contemporary Arts Museum. A lot of people around. So this is the far side of the National Mall. Vote Enrique Ruiz. Some big trucks parked on the mall here. They must be the trucks that pulled the equipment through. But you're gonna see they've got some big monitors. Quite a setup. A lot of tents here. For those of you who know, this is the area that was occupied by the 1776 movement right there. We just went by. It's the steps on the right for the National Art Gallery. Surprisingly, I never got one parking ticket. Oh, so this is where it's all happening. Straight ahead. Looks like a pretty big crowd. They've got the road ahead blocked off. A lot of gear out on the street. So I'm going to go that way. Should be 7th Street Northwest. So I asked this question last time we were here. Why not have... It's funny, Again, DC, bad cell service. It's popping in and out. Hopefully we're all back and good. You know, surely these police officers could assist in traffic control and help alleviate what congestion there is. This is the job right here. Dump truck driver. Pull your dump truck up and just sit there all day. Sure, a fine union job. Rat's ass, is this a rerun? No, this is live. Just doing a little sightseeing. I was at the airport dropping off Captain Sparrow, and so I thought I'd come see what was going on in DC today. Just headed back to Hagerstown with a little detour here, a little side trip. The big bus here would probably be a lot of fun to stream from one day. I'm sure that's been done an awful lot. Why don't you see more First Amendment auditors in DC? All right, who's a fan of First Amendment auditors? Can you name one that? Can you name a First Amendment auditor that does that in DC? Is there anybody? I'd be curious to know. Like, to me, that might be the mark of like a real First Amendment auditor. But yeah, no, I'm curious. Pam, you're a fan of a few? I'm a fan of very few of them. I don't like the ones who act like assholes to people. So that sort of like limits the viewing. I get that the First Amendment says that you're allowed to be an asshole. I just don't think that is, you know, the issue. Anger's vet audits. Are they in DC? Somebody, oh yeah, Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew is interesting, but like I don't know that I would consider Nancy Drew as an auditor. She just was kind of cool about going around DC. This is where she lives, showing what was going on. But do you consider her an auditor, a First Amendment auditor? I'm walking here. Even though I'm pretty sure the orange hand was up. But... oh, shit, I can't. Welcome, monsters. That's all the sign says on this tent that's blocking the road, and they've got a lot of bike racks up for crowd control, like as if you're going on a ride at Disneyland. And so this is Pennsylvania Avenue. Trump Hotel on the left up there. The bus was called Tea Around Town. So it's a tea tour. It's kind of cool. Huh. Tell you, driving's probably not the best way to get around DC. I'm sure that the scooter is far better, but remember up here on the left is DC City Hall, where the mayor, I guess when you take away park benches, people will make someplace to sit for themselves. No, the traffic right here is not bad. It's just, it's those congestion areas, I think, where they've got the road closed. I think they might have repaved here and did not reapply the arrows. But fortunately, nobody is behind me to turn right, so. I think if you remember, we came out here to see if it was true, whether they had put the 51st star flag up, because there was rumor that was the case. Johnson Building, Executive Office of the Mayor. And then you got the White House straight ahead, Pennsylvania Avenue. Turn right here. Scanner keeps picking up stuff. Some sort of radio traffic from nearby. That's what you're hearing in the background. I think that's the Willard Intercontinental Hotel. Yeah, the Willard. We're headed north on 14th Street. The Hamilton. New York Street. left here. I've eaten at that Five Guys. That's a good Five Guys right there. So I think we're headed towards Kennedy Center, back towards the river. This is 14th, 16th Street, right here. Oh, it's Black Lives Matter Boulevard. News crew out in front of the Blackfin restaurant. It's a nice park. See, like this park over here is really clean and nice, right? Flowers. Grass doesn't look mowed. But like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we were walking back to the metro station from the mall, and we stopped by the yeah, where's the whistle? I happily will stop and see the whistle. But that park that's on the back side of the White House is absolute trash. Kind of wanted, I was telling Sparrow, I'm like, wouldn't it be fun to just come back and do a little maintenance work, you know, bring the trimmer and a little edging and just kind of mow the lawn. And I imagine that they probably would not allow that to happen. Let me guess, that's probably Mina, Sticker Chick, one of her fun accounts. Mina, you live in DC. Why don't you come out and say hi? And get mouthy. Be mouthy. It's funny because the Whistle likes to go to the J6 corner with Mina, but they're two inseparable peas in a pod. But Gra, hopefully you're living up to your name. All right. So let's just say this. If you use the term chuds, you don't belong here. You're getting timed out for 24 hours. So that's a new rule for the mods. There you go. Because you're an NPC if you're using terms like that. There you go. See, that's how that works. Thanks, thanks, Hope. Hope, I don't know if you got the message, but we're not banning people. We're just timing them out. I know you guys take on this funny role, thinking that you're here, which is sort of comical. And I get the point of view, which is great. You know, it is a POV. It is what it is. But you guys always had such a fun take about it. Oh yeah, Jackie. That's exactly. She. It's funny because what she actually does to DOA is inhibit him from basically turning him into a hypocrite, because he loves transparency up until she tells him not to film, not to record something, not to live stream something, because it offends or affects her friends in her fascist community, because they're anything but anti-fascist. So it's a really neat part of town. These circles. This is Washington Circle. They're just massive roundabouts that I'm not sure where exactly I'm going here. I'm in DC, but I'm not really in DC. I probably should go this way. Maybe make a right and kick back around. It's 12:45. Still got a little bit of time. Just like I said, I was staying close in case something happened with, Sparrow's flight, and he wasn't able to get it. I can't imagine what would cause that, but it's happened before. So I figure why head all the way home and turn around and come back and get him. But there's no weather out there. Rumor has it all Trump charges about to be thrown out on appeal. That's what appeared to happen. The appeal, the judges basically sided with Trump, said there's no standing here. The Democrat lawyers failed to be able to answer the tough questions when they were in court, and then apparently they begged for mercy of the judges, not to hold them accountable, which I think is unrealistic, because I think they should be held accountable for bringing charges like that. But that's just me. I'm not a lawyer. Oh, come on, sweet cheeks. Come on, sweet cheeks. Oh, okay. Oh, it's funny. Like that vehicle ended up wanting to go that way. I'm gonna live up to what I said earlier. I'm just gonna do a lap around this, because I really think I want to go that. I think I want to go that way. But we're gonna do a little family vacation. Look, Big Ben. Because I just was not in the correct lane to be doing this. But fuck traffic lights. They don't apply to me. I'm a delivery person. I'm on a scooter. I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's what that guy said. But then he had no balls whatsoever when it came to this light. Let's do a quick interview. It's too late. I didn't have my window down. But I thought that would be a fun interview. I really gotta get over here. Hey, wait. Foxy, are you fucking serious? That quote unquote minor is like out on the street harassing people. And the minute called out for the bullshit that's happening, the people who call that out are then harassing a minor. It's like saying that a minor who commits murder, you can't put them in jail because they're a minor, right? The kid has responsibility for his actions. And the minute people have called that out, you've attacked those people for attacking a minor. They're not attacking a minor. They're calling out bad behavior of a minor, which is very different. And the fact that you would support what that minor is doing in your, belief is insane to me. Right. By the way, that restraining order was brought on by false allegations, which is also amazing to me. But you tout that. You tout that because that's, the narrative you like to push. But don't worry, we'll do a live stream on that soon enough because I think it's relatively comical. The strategy of activists, because you see it across all of the activist community, the way they use this. I saw it used against me, or they tried to drag me into it with another case years ago, back in 2021, because an activist was embarrassed by what happened. And because they thought that my phone had some sort of evidence that they wanted, they tried to subpoena everything that I had or everything that I had said to anyone. And in the end, that activist used Slap, who the person claimed they weren't a journalist, but then all of a sudden conveniently became a journalist in order to go after a political opponent that they were harassing, right? And so in LA, the minute you say those certain key phrases, they're a Proud Boy, they're a right-wing extremist, they're this, you're out of jurisdiction, I guess maybe might be the way to say that. You're in a court that does not see anything but the slander and refuses to acknowledge there's anything different. So, will you get your fair day in court in LA? Fuck no. No, absolutely not. But you keep going on. GW. Oh, I guess we're around George Washington University is where we're at here. I don't think that's the Lincoln Memorial in front of us. It might be. Because there's the Washington Monument off to the left. It's funny. I forget who that was chatting that stuff about ZDT, but you know, it's interesting how you'll believe just about anything you're told on YouTube, and then turn around and treat it as if it's absolute truth. He told you something that was. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at here. Now I guess we're going this way. Lincoln Memorial off to the left here. New Lincoln Memorial Museum. So they've got the they've got it all fenced off, at least the side, but it looks like the front's open. I see people up there. They've been doing a lot of work on the memorials. They were working on the Jefferson Memorial when I was here last, walking around over there. But for the most part, they're still open. They're just refurbishing, and the Lincoln Memorial has all the states engraved around the outside edge. Bus. I'm just randomly driving. If I'd taken that other bridge, I think this is just going to follow along the river here. Hey, look, volleyball courts. How strange is that? Beach volleyball courts, which are apparently very busy today. A lot of beach volleyball fans in DC. Like, of all the things you could have, I wonder who came up with that idea. No left turn Monday through Friday except holidays. No right turn Monday through Friday. So I can turn left here, I guess. So all the traffic is coming into. Oof. That might be tough. Is there gonna be a gap here? Here, you guys watch to the right. I'll watch to the left. If you see an opening, let me know. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thanks for your help. So dumb. So this is, I don't know, taking us this way. Oh, yeah, the Kennedy Center right here. Backside of the Kennedy Center, underneath the Kennedy Center. Oh, I didn't realize this was. I don't know if I've actually been down this way. You see the river off to the left here. All the boating. Trying to get you straight. All the boating and I forget what that area is called over there. If it'll tell me. My GPS doesn't have, and I know, yeah, it just says DC. Pontoon boat out in the Potomac. Which I find kind of funny in DC. You think of pontoon boats as sort of being a little rednecky, but if you've never been on a pontoon boat, it is one of the great joys. It's the floating patio of the South, right? And just about anywhere in this country. It's a very enjoyable day. I have had more fun on pontoon boats. My favorite was the Ohio River. and you just sit out there and float along with the boat on some sort of, you know, inflatable, drinking a beer. There's no better way to spend a Sunday. Gas is $3.35 a gallon here in DC. $2.20 or $2.88 in Hagerstown at the new Sheets. Look at this. Look at this dumb fuck shit. You see the... Oh, look at the zoom. Fucking people, man. Boblo boat. Linda Lou. I used to love the Boblo boat. That was just back in the day. Most of the time we went through Sarnia, Canada, to get to the Boblo to the stop there, right? So downtown Detroit, off of who the hell is honking like crazy? Look at this camoed out Tesla. That's pretty cool. Oh, look. Riverfront property in DC. Yeah, I was really sad when the Boblo boats disappeared. I think somebody bought one of them and was refurbishing it, from what I understand. But a creek, something or another. Sort of headed the right direction for Hagerstown, so I'm just going with it. But I'll find some place to pull off. And how does, I'm curious, I can't ask you now because I can't read your comment. Oh, there's some sort of helicopter coming in for a landing there. What the hell is that? That almost looks like a presidential helicopter. Hot over the top of me. I'm being swatted. That was always my favorite with Scott. He thought every helicopter he heard was after him. Like he's the only fucking person in LA. And he was always convinced that he was being swatted. What he didn't realize was at any given moment in Los Angeles, typically there's 4 helicopters working the air above the city of Los Angeles, LA County, where LAPD patrols. And quite often on a radio call, the helicopter will be the first ones there. But always funny. Always funny. This is pretty back here. This is so I came in on the Washington Parkway, which is got a lot of construction going on right now. And this is on the opposite side of the Potomac, going the same direction. And I think there's a couple of turnouts here. Oh, no, that's, it showed as a black line. It's just a bike path through there. Not really a road. Oh, do I want to go that way? Oh, I see. I've got to go one way or another. Which way do I want to go? I guess we're going this way. Where would that have taken me? Going underneath this bridge. I like all these old concrete bridges. It's pretty neat. Oh, U.S. Park Police Training Center. Oh no. Oh no. That's what the the left-wing activists call Cop City. Thank God somebody felt it was, you know, their duty to paint up the side of that bridge. It's a big tunnel. All right, see you on the other side. Did you guys make it? Huh. There's a park over there with a barn. I'm curious what that is. Oh, it's the National Zoo. Look at that. I've heard it's kind of sad. Uber. At least he got out of the road, though. Yeah. It's a really nice drive along here. Much nicer than the Washington Parkway. The Washington Parkway, I'm sure, will be nice again, but it was definitely sort of in decay, and they're working on it up by the 270 where you first get on it. It looks like they've got a big interchange planned there, but just doing sort of some basic road work and maybe reworking the travel lanes and the travel pattern up that way, because it only lasted for a few miles off the 270. Oh, look, more graffiti. Beautiful little river. Piney Parkway is to the right. I feel like I want to go straight. We'll see. I might have made a bad decision, but I think this is it follows the river. So if I'm following the river, I should be headed back towards Hagerstown. But this isn't the Potomac. This is some little river, because apparently in a metropolis, there's no cell phone signal. Welcome back. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Sort of, right? The zoo is free. Well, that's cool. I think I had heard that as well. But what do we know about free? It's taxpayer funded. And if it's paid by the taxpayer, which would be a federally owned zoo, that means you and me pay for it in part, right? Broad Branch Nature Center. Gosh, I have no idea which way. I'm going left. Perhaps the road less traveled. I honestly don't know if this is just taking me into the park further or getting me actually anywhere. But it's sightseeing. Military Road Branch Nature Center. When it's flashing, the storm damage here too. We noticed that whatever the river was we were following on the water level's down. It was very muddy. You could see where the water had been up much higher. It's very reminiscent of North Carolina. Off to the left here, look at these big estates. Big fancy homes behind nice stone gates. This must be a very fine area. Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase Village. Look at this nice place. It's pretty modern. Some really interesting properties here. Very twisty, windy road. Not a good road necessarily to be on a bicycle, but it is 25 miles an hour. Straight or right? No commercial vehicles. So we're gonna go straight. Oh, that's Rock Central Park. A lot of blind. It's funny, I even have the booster on, and it's really not helping a whole lot. So I just found on the map here where I'm sort of heading back towards something called Military Road with the Potomac ahead of me. So that was sort of just a nice back road through a park that kind of guided us a route. Broad Church, tributary of Rock Creek National Park. Nice little neighborhood. Just sort of modest little homes. I'm sure not cheap though, because it's DC. I don't know if I'm in Virginia or Maryland maybe. Everybody's plates here say DC, so we might still be in part of DC. Yeah. The road could have been a little better there, that's for sure. Everybody's getting ready for Halloween. So this is Military Road. DC Law. Wasn't Mr. T's character DC something in not Car Wash? What was that movie? The house back there had a dark Brandon sign in front of the house. Fucking red eyes. God damn, people are delusional. Talk about a fucking cult. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which way is going to be. Because right now I'm headed back west. I want to kind of head north along Potomac. And it's funny, it just dawned on me, because I am streaming, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and Captain Sparrow wouldn't even be able to reach out to me. So, that's a problem. We're going to take Clara Barton Parkway. The shops at Wisconsin Place. We're going to turn left here. This is, I guess, the area known as Chevy Chase. I doubt it's named after the actor. The Waltz? Yeah, it's a dance, all right. See, this is how you don't block intersections. Look at that little Dunkin' Donuts over there. It's a little tiny Dunkin' Donut shack. I prefer my donuts not mass-produced in a giant factory and then frozen and taken to a shop. I prefer donut places that make their donuts in-house. That's just me. I'll eat a Dunkin' Donut occasionally, but they're just like, the donut tastes to me like it was bought in a grocery store that was made, hundreds of miles away. No. Well, Honestly, I miss my LA donuts. The little donut shop by the warehouse in LA was my favorite. They made giant donuts too, which was great. We took a bunch of those one time to an event we were catering, and see again, jaywalker. She stopped, but they've got a green light to turn, but she don't care because she's a pedestrian. She feels as though she's right away, but at least she had stopped in the road over here. But they made giant, like the size of the big box, and we took a bunch of those out to the desert for an event, and I put them in a warming tray, and then you cut them into pieces to serve breakfast to a couple hundred people. And but their donuts were just amazing. Fresh made, best apple fritters I've ever had. That's my old school donut shop. But in Hagerstown, we got Crumpy's, which is a very unique donut. And then you've got the Pennsylvania Dutch Market. They make great donuts. They're a little untraditional, but a good fresh donut. Krispy Kreme I like. They make obviously their donuts in-house. And there's nothing like that fresh Krispy Kreme donut right off the conveyor belt. Warm. That is definitely its own flavor. And then we also have Home Run Donuts, which their donuts are like desserts. Each individual donut is served in a plastic container with all the toppings and stuff on it. They go kind of over the top of their donuts. They don't really do a basic donut. What do you want to know, Masad? Tasty donuts. Not sure if they're still a thing. Is that like Tasty Cake donuts? Like sort of a version of Hostess? When I was a kid, I loved the Entenmann's Devil's Food donuts with the little brown chocolate things on them in the glaze. Those as a kid, and once in a while I'll still see them in the grocery store. Oh, I got to get some of those. But I don't know if some of you remember. There was a donut shop. I want to say it was either Montana or Wyoming. That was like a little house in a college town. And we went in, got donuts on live stream, and I think Captain Sparrow was with me at the time. Somebody was with me. I'm pretty sure it's Captain Sparrow, and we tasted like almost a dozen different donuts. Those were outstanding donuts. That was old school mom and pop donuts. Another big traffic circle here. It's a nice neighborhood. It kind of reminds me of the big traffic circle in Beverly Hills. Just trying to make my way to Clara Barton. It's a nice bumpy road. Try to speed up a little bit, take out the bumps. Sibley Memorial Hospital. Okay. Let's see which one. Turn here. Turn right. Another really nice neighborhood. This is going to take me down to Claire Barton. Carther. I could tell you what this area is, but I don't know, but I think I've been here before. This seems awful familiar. Even their water treatment plant's nice. More random scooters. Welcome to Montgomery County, building a drug-free community. Yeah, I don't think they really believe what they say. They want to build a drug-free community, but then they sort of, here's some free needles, and let you keep doing what you're doing. It's a very Democrat county here in Maryland. This place is busy. Pitmaster's Back Alley Barbecue. Oh, I want to go there. Farmers market on Wednesday. Tommy Temper, you do whatever you do, man. The YouTubes are a place for, there's no schedule, there's no whatever. Huh. See, I thought this road was going to take me down to Claire Barton. It did not. It actually runs on top of Claire Barton. Sort of sad because that's where the good stuff is down there, I think. Look at this action here. So the bicyclist literally has a path to ride on along the side here, but chooses to ride on the street so that people have to pass them. I don't understand that. Like, it's a bike path. Why not ride on the bike path rather than on the road? and it looks actually like a better surface. It looks newer than the road itself. So it's the town of Glen Echo, it says. I always find it sort of funny too that bicyclists demand that they get treated as a motor vehicle and here's to Claire Barker, have a right to sort of take up that lane. Now, obviously, they can't move as fast as traffic, but then when it comes to obeying traffic signals and the rules of the road, they don't do that, right? So they wanna have the ability to take up the road, but they don't want to follow the rules of the road. So I'm sort of baffled by it, and I don't understand that logic. People are having a hard time navigating this light, apparently. The something inn across the street here, they're having like some sort of flea market or some sort of event going on. Bicycle riders need to learn how to stay out of the way. Well, you know, I get that they want to be able to travel by bike, right? Again, all the honking for no reason. I don't understand. They don't stop at stop signs. They don't obey the rules of the road, but they demand that you obey the rules of the road when it comes to their safety on bicycles. And then they post these stupid videos where, you know, where they show people, you know, not giving them the right of way or whatever they're doing. Oh, that's cool. That's just an outside seating area for that restaurant. I kind of place bicyclists and vegans in the same sort of realm. You know, they demand that, you know, you live the way they live. And they got to tell you all about it. Coming up on Cabin John. That was the town of Glen Echo. The map says Cabin John is ahead of us, which Potomac's off to the left. It'd be kind of neat if you could actually to 495 north. I don't think I should go that way, but I want to keep going up the river. Oh, look at this Porsche coming up. Oh, GT4. Scott, that's for you, buddy. That car sounded really nice. I thought he was going to take off and just rip, but he was kind of easy on it. Radar enforced, 50 miles an hour. It's funny, they've got these pull-offs on the other side. I guess maybe the river, it's like a river park, but cabins and houses in the side over there. Must be some road down into there. Oh yeah, it's down underneath me. Out of Cabin John. It's a good road for a motorcycle ride. I don't understand this for a minute. I'm not sure where I'm going. Huh. But apparently I was on that freeway earlier because I see my breadcrumb trails on my GPS. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I would have gotten on the Washington Parkway across the river. But let's sightsee here for a minute. What is that place? It's pretty big. Is that a prison? Some sort of military installation. They've got green vehicles and Quonset huts and just doesn't. I don't see any signs that say what it is. Oh, that Porsche looped away. Maybe this is NIH. No, Navy Surf Force Center. Huh. I don't know what that is. Carton Rock. I'm gonna go to Cedar Rock. They've got bathrooms. Looks like we got enough cell reception down here. Check this out. Probably end the live. These little tiny bridges. Carter, C-A-R-D-E-R, Rock. Park closed at dusk. A nice little park. Let's see, bathroom. Oh, there's a Tinkler. She looks lost. Did you guys have fun? I had fun. It was interesting. Interesting drive. What did I miss in the chat? Do you guys like this YouTube app thing? I don't. I don't like how it streams. How did it look? Did it look good? I'm in Potomac, Maryland. Okay. That makes sense. Land of zombies. I just woke up from a nap. Thank you for ASMR Drive in the Woods. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a kilt, not skirt, mate. Yeah, men wear kilts. They don't wear skirts. And they're not cross-dressing. It's Scottish tradition, right? Good to see you doing live. Oh, thank you, beer guy. I thought I'd share. It was kind of interesting, and so make the most. Cam was focused on the hood the whole time. Oh, grah. Seriously? I hate when that happens. The whole time, grah? You're just messing with me. Didn't look out of focus to me, but it's so hard to tell when. Yeah, on the hood. Machine shop, Dave. This is why I need to get back to the 2 phones, because I can't, yeah. All right. Well, I will review the stream and figure out what was going on, but yeah, I really do like Prism better. It actually gives me the ability to set the focus, which I like. A lot of other things too. Yeah, Bullets. It's always been my choice. I wanted to try this and see if not going through Prism actually changes anything algorithm wise. But yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go tinkle. I've got my coffee running through me. But hey, you know what? We're gonna do a live stream back at the back of the house studio later tonight. Have some fun. All right. See you guys later. Thanks. Wizzy out. Yep.